This is how this man end up in the prison. Somebody that wake up in the morning, tell his family that he's going to work, but at the end, from his place of work to prison, what really happened will shock you. It look as if he did not do anything, at the same time he committed a crime. They put him in a waiting trial in Communicado department. Incommunicado department is a place that nobody, you are in a place where you don't have any record of your crime. There is no file, nothing, and you cannot even communicate with anybody. I will allow you guys to listen to the voice note this guy sent. The treatment is unbearable, is uncalled for. A lot of things are happening in this our country, but I want you guys to pay attention to these voice notes. Do well to share the video as many times as possible. Thank God for Governor Peter Mbah, who saved this young man, and he is the reason why this man is safe and back as in. Oh my God!
I left my house after bidding farewell to my children and my wife. I never knew that would be the last time I would see them. I was about going my normal business. So along the roads, when I'm almost getting to my place of work, as in my shop, a black Maria parked beside me and they stopped me. As I stopped, I was handcuffed. They placed me inside the motor, and immediately inside the motor I saw one of the persons that normally used to come after me, because I had a case with a customer that was owing me 119,000. So that fateful day, I saw him, I confronted him, asking him for my money. He hooked me and I hooked him back. As a normal boy, when someone hooks you, you will hook the person back. So there was no physical injury, nothing at all. He just collapsed. It was at the hospital that we found out that he was asthmatic, and the asthma has taken a lot inside him, like his liver, his everything, and he wasn't even walking around with his inhaler. So later on, the family came after me that he died, that I was the one that killed him. So they used to come and arrest me, and I've been bailing myself from police. But finally, I asked them, what do you people want me to do, so that everybody will, I will be free from this your torture and this your harassment? They said they've prepared and budgeted for his burial, that what they're going to spend is 1.3 million naira. So I agreed. I've paid them 739,000, hoping that, because the burial was supposed to be in 3 months' time, after I've paid that 739,000, I felt like before that 3 months I would complete that money, which I knew I would have done, just to free myself from that embarrassment. So as I left my home that day, after saying bye-bye to my kids, I was on the streets when this black Maria parked beside me. As I was handcuffed, immediately I sat inside that tinted Sienna. I sat inside a tinted Sienna. They covered my head with a bag. So if I can remember, we drove for a very long hour that day. We drove for hours. They took me from Port Harcourt to Enugu State. After walking some corridors, the handcuff was taken off my hands. The bag was removed. I found myself in a very dark room. So it took me some time to adjust my sight. When I adjusted my sight and I saw that people were sitting down on the floor, lots of people, as in they were just sitting down on the floor. Finally, I was meant to know that from the people there already that this is Enugu State prisons. They are waiting trial, and that my section, the section I am now, is the section they call Kuturu, or Forgotten Souls. What do they mean by this Forgotten Souls? It's places they put people that has nobody that will come for them, no record, no case file, as in anybody, they can put you there and you don't have any record. So how I found out that that was actually where they kept me was on the day of my release, but I'll still mention that along the line. The moment we got to the place, though as at then I've not known where I was, it was when they took me inside and removed the handcuff and the bag in a very dark room. So after some minutes, I adjusted my sight and found out that I was sitting among naked guys and all the rest, and the place was very dark. It was there and then that I found out that where I was in Enugu State Prison, awaiting trial, and not just awaiting trial, the Kuturu department, they call it Incommunicado department, Forgotten Souls. There, you can't make any call. Nobody will know that you're there. You're just there waiting for the day of whatever will happen to you. It's inside there that I found out that sometimes those people that were kept in this department are used to do exchange for some real rich men that have a case of that they are supposed to buy. Now they can pay whoever, either the warder or whoever is in charge, and they will use one person amongst the incommunicado list to exchange for the big man can go his way, because there must be a record of it. So they use these forgotten souls to exchange for whoever has money. Sometimes to some ritualists that has human organ harvesting is what they use this section of people to do. Where I got to know that is the older men that are there. We are telling us that we shouldn't answer any call at night. That whenever you answer any call at night, that nobody is coming to bail you here, that you are forgotten here. So look at what goes on here. It's either they use you to exchange for or they harvest your organ for whatever. So that is just my experience inside the prison, inside this awaiting trial. So that is just a part of that. Though I'll still explain more of this thing whenever. So on how I got out of the prison, like those 4 years I've not been to court. We are supposed to be going to court, but because we are in the incommunicado list, nobody brings us out to go to court. So the day the governor was visiting the prisons, they brought out everybody, as in to make the governor believe that they used to carry people to court. But that was when God wanted to do his thing. So the governor, Peter Mbah, Enugu State governor, was like, what are your cases? Like 12 of us are in that incommunicado list that has no complainant, no case file, no record in the prison's record. So the man got angry now and told us to get out of that place. That was how I was released. The day the governor came, because I was still wearing the boxer that I was wearing that first day since that 4 years. So as he said that we should get out of this place, because he was really angry, he was like asking the warders, then, if these people have no complainants, no case file, no record, then what are they doing here? And I told us to get out of this place, like 12 of us. So I was wearing that my boxer, and I picked a tattered blue polo on the ground. I put it on. We ran out of that prison. The prison is near their park, Enugu State. They call the park Holy Ghost Park. So I begged, when I ran out of that Holy Ghost, I begged for like two to 3 days. But it was on the third day that I left. I begged to get 10,500 naira. I will near people, they will run away from me, because most of them were like, which type madman is this? That type of thing. But some still showed me mercy, and I was able to raise 10,500 naira to get to Room Okoro. Getting to Room Okoro, I never knew that from Room Okoro to education now is 500 naira. So because that was the Aziz I was going to. So that was how I came out of that prison. As it stands, for 4 years, my dreams has been shattered. I've lost almost everything. But I believe that since I have my life, every other thing will get to place. So since then, life has not been easy anyway, but I thank God for everything. I am from Arochukwu, Atani village to be precise. I really don't want to mention my name in this video for some security reasons, because I don't know if the family are still after me, but God is in control anyway. So that is just it.